Hello. Yeah, it's going well. How are you? Just started my day, basically. Nice. I am pretty much done with Slayer. I say that. Prestige 7, 200 mil, but obviously, like, tasks. Yeah, there's a lot to learn on here. It's fun. I've been enjoying it. It's different. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Yeah, I feel you. Honestly, it seems like the best way to get upgrades is to literally do it yourself. If you're going for a specific item from a specific boss, you could get other drops that you could sell that will help with that, of course, but this plugin, it's called Monster HP Percentage. It's actually on the plugin hub. So if you look at your plugins on the right side of your client, on the very bottom it says Plugin Hub. You click on that, and then you can search for Monster HP Percentage. I did post my settings for the plugin in... hold on. Yeah, I posted it in-game in the Discord. If you scroll up or you just search for my name, I did post my settings in there. But basically it just puts the percentage on the monster. So you don't have to look at the health bar. Sad. Mistyped his name 6 times. How long, or like, do you mean like how long the raid typically is, or how long like I typically run in a session? I would say like a regular solo is like anywhere from like 8 to 10 minutes, depending on downtime, etc. We're actually duoing right now. I just have Entity Hider on. I am not overloaded. Might help. I actually don't know if multiple people can get a drop in the same raid. I have 244 KC and I've gotten 5 drops. So, not really that great, but I know this is a better rate than some other people around my KC. Kinda shit, but it is what it is. Duos are like 50% faster than solos. It's crazy. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. You can damage the Mage Vanguard. Yeah, so only at the boss though. If you do it at the like the fire elemental guys, you can't damage the Vanguard at that point, but you can at the boss. I don't know what the difference is or why there is a difference. Now you're good. I'm also working right now, and naturally, like, my coworkers decide to call me, which isn't a problem, I guess. But I was completely free until I decided to start streaming. I really want to go for Jad Pet, but I saw the guy that has like 800 KC without the Jad Pet, and that really turned me off to the idea of getting the Jad Pet. I have like 100 KC without it. Alright, I'm sorry. I was talking to a coworker. What plugins show their health percentage on their body? There's a plugin in the plugin hub. So if you go into your plugins, on the bottom of your plugin list, it says plugin hub. You can search monster HP percentage in there, and that will let you set up this monster HP percentage on any bosses you want. You just gotta type their name into that field. I did put my settings in, what settings I use for the plugin, in the in-game section of the Discord. If you want to just search my name in that section, you'll find it. Convenient. You don't have to look at the HP bar down here, and it always is showing even if you're attacking someone else. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea if rune pouches exist on here, but it's not like I need to save inventory space, right? So for the life of me, I can't think of if there is or not. Yeah, so Apollo, first boss here, you want to hit the boss until it's about 80%. It'll attack you with mage and range. There's 2 different attacks. Once it gets to 80%, it'll stop attacking you and float like this, and then it'll spawn these energy spawns. You basically just want to kill these. We freeze them. If they reach this, they blow up and hit you for mad damage, so basically just want to kill them as fast as possible. That's pretty much the mechanic here. Once they're all done, the boss will teleport you to them, and you basically just DPS them down. The axe is pretty paramount for this, the Executioner's axe, mainly in solos. It doesn't really matter in duos, but under 40% health, it'll freeze you again, and it'll spawn these minions over here. Again, we're just gonna go barrage them to freeze them, and then back onto the boss. And essentially, we just DPS it down under 20%, and then we axe it, and it dies. Next room is pretty easy. This next part, all you need to do is pray melee, stack all these guys up, and we blood barrage them to kill them all in one big clump. Next room, this next room is probably the hardest room in the raid. Poseidon. Basically, just attack the boss. It will spit ice at you. You basically just need to dodge the ice. You could probably out heal it until about 50% health, and then it starts attacking with those ice attacks faster. The waves, it spawns waves randomly. You can see there are gaps you can run through, but you also can just straight up run through them. So It'll spawn these Olympic Guardians. We freeze them on the boss just to clump them all together, and then barrage them all down. The boss won't take any damage while those are alive, so we just are trying to kill all of them. It'll do that twice in the fight. So it just did it again here. So we're gonna just pull all of them on top of Poseidon, and then we will barrage. And then same thing, once the boss is under 20, we are going to murder it with the axe. Next room here is this, it's just, this, honestly this room is just like a time gate, makes the raid a little bit slower, because you have to wait for them to spawn. It does say in the chat box where they spawn, but if they reach the gate here, they transform into vanguards, so they'll attack you, and you just, again, just need to kill them. No, so I use the God Cape, I just have Infernal Cape as the transmog for it. God Cape, I mean, neither cape gives you magic strength, so no max hits, it's just accuracy, and the Sarah Cape has higher mage accuracy than the Infernal Cape. The only mage cape that gives magic strength is the Cape of the Seas, which is from raids, so that's going to be my first make with the Aquamarine when I get one eventually here. I did temper the Sarah Cape and the Infernal Cape, but it really doesn't matter. Yeah, we for sure need that cape. So yeah, I need a Kodai and 2 Aquamarines, and I basically have max mage gear. I do have the Olympic Trident head from here, which makes the helmet, but the helmet's kind of shite because everything is a Slayer task. So for this boss, just pray mage. He spits fire out. Just dodge the fire. You could probably out DPS it honestly, but you just dodge the fire. And then the final boss here has a couple of different phases. We'll start it. The first phase, from 100% to 80% health, it drops a rock from the sky. You basically just need to be behind the rock because it'll slam the ground and damage anything that's not behind the rock. So you can kind of see how this works here. It hits everything that isn't behind the rock. And then once it gets under 80% health, the boss will come out. It'll pick one person in a duo to slam. So in this case it's him. So you can see he's just going to run back and forth to dodge the slam here. If whatever side you're on, it'll do that whole side. So you can see like he's on the right side now, and it'll slam everything over there. Once the boss gets under 50% health, it'll spawn these vanguards. You have to deal with the vanguards. You can't damage the boss while these are alive, so just kill those guys. He'll continue to stomp those, so you just need to make sure you keep moving while damaging them. But again, the boss does only pick one person for it to slam, so in this instance I'm just pretty AFK while he runs the boss. And then once you kill the vanguards, the boss will attack a little bit faster, so you just need to make sure you're moving pretty much one attack quicker. And that's about that. So I would say it's definitely way easier to do in a duo, especially like just learning in general. You'll be able to kind of see all the mechanics and not have to worry about dying and losing the raid. So I would say duo or group is definitely easier to learn. I will say I learned solo. I did die a couple of times. The talents I use, so for utility, I do use Guardian Angel, which is pretty good for solos. If you die, it instantly respawns you with 50% health and prayer. So it's a nice little benefit if you wanted to use that. Dude, I honestly don't know how you get here so quick. You're always so much faster than me. You like tele here from the like portable teleporter? Yeah. I think. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've probably done like 10 group raids out of my 200 and whatever KC. Like they've all mostly been solos. I would think that the boss HP scales with group size, but I can't confirm that. I never really pay attention to how much health it has. Yeah, so I guess it does scale up a bit. Man's just left his loot goblin. I honestly don't know if my mic was muted when I answered you, Agility, but you can get a Slayer task for this. Olympic Gods, just in case I was muted when I said that. It's a boss Slayer task from Nick's site, it's Olympic Gods. And I would say if you're going to be doing raids, you definitely want it, because it gives you that bonus drop rate as well. I mean, I don't have a Kodai, It's just a matter of damaging it, I guess. So like my strategy for solo, for Apollo is to get the boss like right at 50% during the energy ball phase. Like just, you know, in your downtime of killing the energy balls, I hit the boss down to about 50% health. Because if you hit it lower than that, it like heals up a bunch. And it's annoying. So hit it to about 50%, finish that phase off, and then DPS it down under 40%. It'll start that phase. Then I ice barrage the two minion guys he spawns, and then yeah, back on boss, and then axe it. So the axe is pretty paramount, I would say, for solos, especially like mainly just the Apollo room, because if not, then you have to deal with that whole like enrage phase, and it's annoying as shit. So I would definitely recommend using the axe for raids, specifically solo raids. But like duos are just so much quicker. You shred these rooms. Surely. Shit. I need to get another task. But yeah, so on next site, Boss Slayer, there is, you choose a task, it is right here, Olympian Gods. But yeah, I mean, I've reset many raids just for not DPSing enough at Apollo, like after this phase. It's like once the energy spawn actually spawns during the enrage phase and the guys reach him, it's just a bad time. I just tele out and start again. It's, you know, a minute or two lost, it's no big deal. I just don't feel like doing that. You have to like kill all the guys that are attacking him, and while killing these at the same time, and it's just, you're gonna like double the room time if you have to actually do that phase. It's a good thing you'll probably end up not making 100k from this raid until you get a drop. The tertiary drops are kind of ass. You could get a Zenite. I have gotten like a cut Zenite. But otherwise, the regular loot is kind of dookie. I don't know what the Olympian fabric go for, but like you use that to make the mage armor. You also get that from like the regular loot table on here. Yeah, 1 mil each, not bad. I feel like that's. So right now, like it's pretty hard to sell raid items just because there's not a ton of people that are like at the point of having the funds to do that, or to the point of like upgrading to those weapons yet. So like for example, I have a bowstring right now, which is one half of the bow, and I have been trying to sell that for like a week. It's been on the GE for like 200 mil, and it's not selling at 200 mil. I just died. I did. Guardian Angel, let's go. Surely. Surely not. Yeah, I bought Diamond Rank yesterday, so I'll probably invest in some other like random odds and ends shit. No, not at the moment. I could probably buy. How much is portable? Oh, yeah, I could definitely buy it. It's fine. The visual HP thing, that's a plugin. It's on the plugin hub, so it's not built into your client, but if you look at your plugin list at the very bottom, there's a thing that says plugin hub. So you go in there and you search monster HP percentage, and install that plugin, and that does be the visual overlay. So I put my settings for the plugin on in the in-game channel of the August Discord. So if you take a look, just search for my name in there, you'll find it. It's just a screenshot of the settings. But you'll have to put in like the name of the NPC that you want it to show. So I have it on all like the raids bosses in here. It's a little bit better. I think it's more accurate than the built-in plugin that shows HP percentage. It seems to be like update more frequently than this. Yeah, just let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll answer as good as I can. I did explain all the rooms earlier on, so if you wanted to see that, you're more than welcome to go back in the VOD and find that. It's in the in-game channel. Here, what I'll do, I'll post a new one. Grab a screenshot real quick. So it's in in-game. I just posted a screenshot in there of my plugin settings. It also has the name of the plugin in there. But again, you'll need to download that off of the plugin hub. It's not an official plugin that's built into your client. You'll need to install it off of the plugin hub. I'd show you, but I'd mess up my broadcast window. And I am a noob streamer, and it will take me forever to fix. So, yeah. No worries. What do you mean by that? Like GPU settings? I don't think I mess with those at all. All I did in there was change my FPS target to 200 just so I get you know, more FPS. Except here, of course, because there's so many people. My draw distance is also at 35. And then obviously I'm on resizable. I have a pretty beefy computer. I don't know if that matters or not, to be fair. Yeah, no worries. Things like animation smoothing, I have that plugin turned on. I think I have low detail turned off right now. But animation smoothing just makes the game feel so much smoother. Peace. I love Guardian Angel. Only a 2-minute cooldown too, which is crazy. Just have an extra life, basically. Doesn't work with hardcores or permadeaths or anything, so keep that in mind. You don't get a free life. It just makes like animations a lot smoother. Without it, they're like clunky. I'm not a fan of the like normal game animations. Some people are though. I am not one of those people. Yeah, for sure. I would say FPS is the biggest thing, because like RuneScape in general locks your FPS at 50. So if you up it, and you have like a a monitor that can tell the difference between like 60 FPS and like say 120 FPS, it's crazy. Oh, I'm dead. Guardian Angel. Actually, I don't know like how this raid works in terms of like if it's like Cox or Toa in old school where you're just like point based. So if that's the case, I don't know if like dying like with Guardian Angel actually makes you lose points. I have no idea. Hasn't really been anything discussed on that, and I wasn't around when the raid was released originally. I only started playing in August with this new release. As I'm sure a lot of other people have as well. Yeah, for sure. So as I was discussing yesterday, like they definitely didn't expect this many people, but it's definitely a pleasant surprise. Winter was able to focus on this full time, leaving his actual job, which is crazy. That's awesome. It's like for real, like a dream come true in like this space. Being able to make a living running a private server is crazy. But it just shows you like this is This is a unique idea. I know there's other like League-esque servers out there, but this one definitely has the most potential, I would say, for sure. Shortly, right? Shortly. I don't even do world bosses, to be honest. I haven't gotten anything of substance from the world bosses that I have done, and I just CBA. If you don't get like the good loot, the loot is shit. Like vote bosses are pretty much the only thing that are worth doing right now. Even that, I mean, that's just for like donor rank. Yeah, that's true. Surely. Surely. Vadion would be good for the Void Waker, no? Yeah, loot here is pretty shit, unless you get a rare. It'd be unique. But I mean, really, so we have brought that up, like suggested like a better loot table, but it's like, what really is there to add? You get herb secondaries, which is awesome for Iron Men. These are useless. These like Nox, Sicily, and Buchus, because you can just buy the Overload and Prayer Enhance from the boss shop for like 5 boss tokens each. They're stupid cheap, and that's what these are used to make. It's like, they're literally useless. I have like 1,000 of each of them in my bank. Yeah, that's fair. Corrupt Void Waker is obviously a little worse than the normal Void Waker. But I don't think the Sigil of Finality or whatever the talent is that makes you like always triple max it with your special attack. I don't think that works for like melee weapons for whatever reason. Someone suggested that, I saw in the Discord. Didn't really make sense why it isn't the case. It only works for like range weapons for some reason. Oh, interesting. I know like maybe they said it only works with Void Waker then. I don't know. I don't have that talent unlocked. I don't have like a spec weapon. I should probably invest in like a Rallos. Apparently that's really strong now. The spec. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I know with the Rallos, I saw someone hit over 1,000 with it, like proccing headshot and the finality perk. That's crazy. place does drop a ton of lamps though, which is cool. It's good for those shitty skills you don't actually want to train. Fletching, fire making. Surely. Not asking for much, right? The only thing I want from this place is like 2 aquamarines and a Kodai, and we'll call it a day. Yeah, this place sucks. But you do need to pay 200k every raid, if you weren't aware of that. 200k GP. Something to keep in mind. That sounds about right, yeah. So it's actually not a playlist, it is a YouTube live stream. It's just a lo-fi YouTube live stream. Here, I'll put it in chat. Let me know if you can see that. I don't know if it like blocks links or whatever. Yeah, this is nice chill music. surely this is the one for the purple. You know, if we say it every raid, yeah, I can give you some gloves. If we say it every raid, we're bound to be correct eventually, you know? Yeah, trade me. I apologize if you ever hear me breathing into my mic. I am a hella mouth breather right now. I had COVID last week, and this week the only thing that's going on is I'm just like congested as shit. So, can't breathe out of my nose, so I am a mouth breather at the moment. So I've been trying to like mute myself when I'm not actively talking, just so you don't hear me breathing. What's up? What are you guys doing in game right now? surely this is the one. Yeah, I think this will be my last one, and I'll probably end stream. I got some stuff I need to take care of. Yeah, this will be my last raid. I appreciate everyone that came and hung out for a bit. Hopefully we end strong. Let's get a drop. We gotta smite him for the gear, obviously. Alright, well thank you for the raids. Did way more in a duo than what I would have been able to do solo, so appreciate it. Thank you all for hanging out. Gonna go ahead and end stream here. Take care.